Good evening and welcome to the Monday night eModels show. Now, you may notice that I'm not Ted or Fox, in fact, and you may notice that there's only a couple of little buttons down here. It's just me and Fester at the moment tonight, so yeah, bear with us. Ted is around. He's not quite around yet. He's been out and he's on his way home and just got home, and you know, he's only just got in, so he's got to, what's he got to do? He's got to take his shoes off, put his slippers on, sort out the pipe, make a gin, make a cup of tea, have another gin, and then he'll be on. So give him about quarter of an hour, 20 minutes, I should think. Yeah, I'm sure he would have bought a note from both grandparents, all signed, and yeah. So as it's just me and Colin at the moment, Fox is he's in the chat, or is likely to be in the chat. He's got problems at home. He's got not that sort of thing, just boiler stuff. So he's got the man coming to fix his boiler. We think that's what's going to happen. We'll find out. You know, it'll be in the chat and let us know. But as it's just the two of us at the moment, I'll have to rely on you lot to let me know that the volumes are all right, the settings are okay. I think I've pressed the right buttons in the right order, but it all could go hideously wrong. So let us know if there's any problems. I've got the chat open there, so I'll be keeping an eye on that and obviously everything else. But you know, I've done the buttons once before, but not without, you know, Big Daddy Fox watching over my shoulder, as it were. This is the time that I've got the stabilisers off and I'm free to roam and run through the hills. It really is. It's like the grown-ups have gone away and left the newbies here just to mind the fort and keep an eye on things. Right. So we'll start off as ever. The problem is I've got to do this manual clicking, and when there's only two of us, there's a lot of clicking going on. Because when I do the talking, I want to be on the screen, but when I don't do the talking, I want Colin to be on the screen. So it might mess up quite badly. I'll let Colin talk for a bit. He can do his Fester's facts. So, what, at all, or no one can hear Fester? Is that a bad thing? I can hear you in my ear hole, but I don't know. The thing is there. Let me press buttons. I just got a text that's probably them saying we can't hear Colin. If I press that button, Chris can hear me. Yes, I can hear you. Now I can't hear you in my ear hole. How about now? Can people hear him live on? Desktop audio muted. No, it's not. Yeah, all right, Fox. All right, come. How about now? I can guess what he's saying. No, right. Let me press more buttons and change the speakers that's coming out of to something different. Well, I can't hear him at all either now. That's great. It's going to be the Chris show, isn't it? Right. I can see that there's stuff there, but the stuff's not going into there. Why is that not going into there? Let me have a look. What have I got? Sources. Hangout. It's just I haven't played with anything. Honest, I didn't press any buttons. Let me try that one.
Mate. I've just tested it all on Windows.
I'm pressing different various buttons, so let us know if you can hear Colin now. You have to do more talking, Colin, so we can find out.
Testing.
Oh, I've got movement on the desktop audio thing now. There is a chance you might be getting some feedback now from Colin because he's coming out of the telly, which is next to the microphone for me.
Oh, that's a scary thought.
It lives. Is the swear button on? That'll do. Can hear him with echoey. Yeah, yes. Right, I'll turn him down a bit on my buttons. Right, do some more talking, Colin. It's all on you.
Testing. Fault handles. Southerners are best. Do you want me to carry on talking then?
Yeah, carry on talking. You might as well. If I can hear you a little bit now.
I'll tell you what, been that you're doing a bit of technical-ish stuff, I had some paint arrive this week. Yeah, riveting stuff, eh? Because as you know, we're all doing our little Christmas eModels build. Nice segue. So Fox will be happy. You're like a princess. I got me beautiful little bit of pink glitter and some really super loud neon paint. So yeah, I'm getting all excited over this now. I've got me Hello Kitties to print out. So I've got a feeling this is going to go on a bit of a princessy style diorama now. So yeah, we haven't decided on a date yet, though, Chris. Have we over the Christmas period, mate?
Not as yet. No, I thought we were going to talk about tonight, but as we're only the two of us here, we could always decide a date between the two of us, and then let
Yeah,
them just join
yeah,
in.
yeah. We could have a southern curfew. Sarge is saying that paint hurts his eyes, mate. Honestly, my other glasses went dark when I opened it. So yeah.
Right. Well, while we're here and still waiting for Ted to come in, now they can hear you, even if it is with a bit of echo. I'll have to play around and figure out why it's doing that. But do you want to do your Festus fact?
2 secs, mate. I'm just getting the screen up
Will you
because
type it? You were typing, weren't you? You were
I
typing.
was. I'm getting bombarded on Messenger as well for some reason. So I thought, yeah, I forgot where I was, mate. Yeah, Festus factoid. Excuse me turning the other way, folks. This has really had a lot of preparation tonight, Chris, isn't it? On this very day in 1952, after a dense 4-day killer smog in London, England, the sunshine was again seen as the fog was cleared by freshening winds and a rise in temperature. Since it began on the 5th of Feb 1952, it had caused at least 4,000 deaths and chaos for transportation as visibility was reduced to a few hundred yards. This then led to the clean-up of London and the reduction of smog over the next decade. Festa's fact. It was a smoggy day.
We need a jingle, a theme tune or something for things like that.
Yeah, it's funny. I did do a load of different backdrops for my Streamlabs camera, but I found my computer just didn't have the beef to do it. So, yeah, I'm saving up for a new motherboard.
Cool. I see. I'm not going to go through the whole chat name thing because actually I will. Why not? You'll miss it
Yeah,
if I
why
don't
not?
do it.
See who's in,
I'm
mate.
going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do it. I did notice. I popped in earlier and Brian Windmill was in the chat, or was it Dave Cardboard? I don't remember. One of them two was in the chat like mid-afternoon, but it will have gone by now, so I don't know. Whichever one of you it was, then yes, you were first. The first on my chat that I can see at the moment is Robert. He said it's morning Nevbo, so I'm assuming Nevbo was in before that as well, but I don't know. Then we've got Fester and Dad and Robert and Robert and Robert, Nickel Pete and Lord Barkley and Dad and Nickel Pete and Robert, Lord Barkley, Sergeant Bones, Philip Prime, Bob is in, Frogspawn, Phil Kett, Michael Jackerman, Cynical Steve is here. Yeah, I popped in as eModels UK and said hello, and everyone said hello, Fox. It's like, but yeah, there we go. Skullfish is here. I can't even do the skullfish. Can you do the skullfish thing?
Skullfish.
It's better than mine. It's not as good as Fox's, but yeah. Sergeant Bone, Single Steve, Ross Medlock. I haven't recognised that name, so welcome. Graham's in, Ickle Pete, Skullfish, Gemma's in, Sprue and Glue, Anders, Brian Wimble, so an evening all. I think it was Brian Wimble that was in, because it was all capitals. I don't remember. I'm getting messages again. As you have no headsets on, is Fester coming out of your speakers and into your mic? Yes. Or is it the same at his end? I don't know what it's like at his end. I'm not asking about Fester's end. But yes.
I tried my earpiece and could hear nothing because I'm as deaf as a post, hence why I wear an hearing aid. So I've got to have another play with it. The earpiece.
Yeah, I did have my earpiece in, and it was quite happily coming out my earpiece, but then it wasn't coming out of anywhere else. So the echoey bit is going to be the way I'm going to do it, rather than not having him at all. So yeah that might be it.
Mind you, though, some people might prefer the echo.
Well, they might prefer you not being there at all, but
yeah,
Yeah, we'll figure it out at some point why it's doing that, but I don't know why. But yes, it's all Fox's fault.
Oh yeah, blame Fox.
Let's nick back to the names. I've forgotten who I've said was here. So, AJ, Wayne Hayward, Mark Scopes, Peter Rogers, Paul Horner, Zadster, Timber, Swigging Pig, and it's just all names again. Skullfish. I said Skullfish. Well, someone said
Yeah.
Skullfish.
Some
Sergeant
bloke
Bones.
called
Did I say that
model
already?
making. Some bloke called model making guru. Chris said that
Model making
Skullfish was
GNU.
better than
Yeah,
his.
model making GNU's around in the chat, but I don't know what he's talking about. Monkey 55500 is here. You'll blame Ted. It's not Ted's fault. It's Fox's fault. It's definitely Fox's fault. Yeah, this is the bit where it's saying that's it. Yeah, I can hear Colin. Everything's okay. But it's very echoey. Matthew's Metal Detecting in South Wales is here, saying hello everybody. I have been missing some names because my wife Gemma says you won't be trusted with the buttons again. It wasn't my decision to have the buttons. It was purely a fallback position due to lack of Foxx. So yeah, if I'm not trusted with them again, that's perfectly okay. Dave Cardboard is here, happy to confirm the clean-up of London's going well and should be completed any decade soon. That's about right, yeah. The echo gives it gravitas, says Phil Lewis. Fox says your Skullfish was better than his. So maybe you've got that job now.
Sounds like it.
Model making GNU, the wieldy beast of plastic, says Phil Lewis. Yeah, that's about right. Yes, that's it. There you go. I've done my bit. So off to you again.
Yeah, Cynical Steve is asking a question in the chat there, saying the important question is when can he open the Secret Santa?
I might have
idea.
received the Secret Santa today and opened it. So yeah, I mean that's obviously not an eModels thing. That's a Boom Hut thing. But yeah, I think you can open them whenever you like.
Yeah.
Right, Fox and Ted skiving. I thought I read that as skydiving to begin with, but no.
Yeah,
Yes.
so did I. I was like, Ted skydiving? You can imagine it, can't you?
I reckon he'd be really good at it. I reckon.
Oh yeah. Fox would just have his hands over his eyes, making cooing and princess noises, and Ted would be like, "Yeah, this is the life."
Yeah, absolutely.
Ripping his t-shirt open with a Super Ted logo on the front.
He is Super Ted, isn't
Yeah.
he? Jamie asked Fox, "Have you broken your boiler now? I thought you'd only broken the internet."
Yeah, I think water levels may be rising in the Manchester area as we speak.
Right, well, I should probably do the whole introduction thing because I forgot and get excited because nobody could hear you. It's the eModels show. It's your show, so give us something to talk about in the chat because otherwise we'll just sit here quietly until Ted turns up and tells us off for sitting here quietly. If you're watching anywhere other than YouTube and you can't get to the chat that's there, look, it's just there. Here is your chat. Oh, it's that way around. There you go. Here is your chat. Enjoy it, welcome it, read it. But if you want to be typing into it, you have to be on YouTube. So find the little YouTube button that's off the side of the screen somewhere or other. Exits will be available to your smoking compartment to the left and the right. Find the YouTube button, click on that, get into the actual YouTube chat and use it because, it gives me something to read and it's more fun in there than it is just watching us.
Yeah.
So click on that. Later on, we will be having a What's in Store, as normal. Depending on who's here, depends on who does it. Because technically, I think it's Ted's turn, isn't it?
I think it is, yeah.
But obviously, if Ted's not here, he won't be doing it. Fox did do one, but he's not here either. So Colin's got one.
Just
so
in case.
If Colin has to jump in a week early, I think it's your next week, isn't it?
I think it is, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've literally 5 minutes before we came on air cobbled together a random one, so yeah,
Yeah, so there is. Well, I feel sort of left out because I haven't done one, but everyone else seems to have done a What's in Store this week.
Yeah,
but no, I did mine last
difficult.
week. Too difficult. No, people enjoyed it, and last week's was easy.
Wait, do I see this week's then?
Well, yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
So that will be appearing later or sooner if we get bored and have to go and do something because Didn't Ted say he'd be here in about quarter of an hour, about 20 minutes ago?
Yeah.
He's not very good at the timekeeping, is he?
He's not. This, I hope he's got an additional note because I looked at me clock there and saw it was 16 minutes past, and I'm like, he said,
People are asking, are you meant to be in chat, Fox? He seems to have gone away.
yeah,
Um, yeah, he's got water problems, so his waterworks aren't working like they should.
bless him. So what have we got in the belly, and what have we got on the bench?
Oh yeah, we could do bench and belly.
Yeah, do a little bit of a segue in a
That'll
pre-Ted
get people
arriving
talking. It
mode.
always does. Spid says can't beat a professional YouTube live stream. Does anyone in the chat know if there's one anywhere tonight?
I was going to
Probably not.
say it certainly ain't here.
There might be one somewhere. Sprue and Glue's asking us to tell you what I got from the Secret Santa. The Secret Santa's not an eModels thing, so no.
Yep.
I did video the opening of the box, and I'll be putting that up tomorrow. So go and watch that in the Boom Hut. But yeah, this is eModels stuff. I'll get sacked from eModels if I don't just talk about eModels.
Yeah.
So I'm sure most of the stuff that I received didn't come from eModels. So
Graham McCrobot is saying I remind him of the voiceover at the airport. Yeah. Wind the gap.
yeah, Fox says Ted will be on shortly. I have a boiler engineer to herd.
Good luck with that, mate. Hope it gets sorted out. And yeah, as soon as it is, you've got to come in.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell me which buttons I didn't press properly.
Yeah, because we're confuzzed, didn't we, Chris?
Well, I thought it was all working lovely, and then I noticed the chat, everyone saying that they can't hear you. I'm not entirely convinced they were complaining. I'm not sure.
No, I can imagine. I can imagine there were some folk in the community dancing a jig.
Right, let's see. Zadster says we don't even have model making chicken to fill in for Ted. No.
No, bless.
Sergeant Bone says meat with meat sauce and old computer parts being recycled into Linux Mint computers. I don't.
Good man.
I understand the words, but I'm not sure what's what.
Simon Payne has got homemade meat feast pasta and cold and flu tablets on the bench until still 3 weeks on from having his bout of man flu. Oh, mate, I'm impressed.
Brian Windmill says now on bench and hot dogs in bed. I like hot dogs. Hot dogs. Yeah, I could do a hot dog right now. No, a bit like no, I won't. Not tonight. Tomorrow. I'll have hot dogs tomorrow.
Cynical Steve is saying in the belly is a ploughman's lunch, and on the bench is a teeny tiny YT 1300 variant kit bash.
Oh, I missed that one. That's up the top there. Oh yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I'm just randomly. I'm still.
Yeah, I thought you'd started at the beginning, but we obviously missed some. But
yeah.
Yeah, kitchen table and modeler says Belly homemade mac and cheese with smoked sausage. Bench still the Academy 135th AH1Z. So many decals, or might be AH1Z depending on where you are, of course. Lots of decals apparently. And Osric says greetings, Chris, Colin, and yeah, just Chris and Colin at the moment.
Yeah. Sprue and Glue has got steak and chips with egg, and Bench now he's run out of builds until Xmas Day. Well, hopefully Santa's bringing you something a bit special then, mate.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be stuff. You could do a cynical Steve and just make stuff out of random rubbish.
I tend to find when my stash has been depleted, I tend to go back to kits I built, maybe 10, 12 years back, and I'll detal them and then give them a revamp, So it's surprising how your techniques change just in that short period as well.
Yeah, I've always considered going back and redoing one of my first kits again. Obviously, a different kit, get the same kit again, and just seeing how they compare to each other.
Doing a side-by-side comparison, yeah.
Although I'm slightly worried that it will be worse, so I'll probably.
Yeah, there is that, I suppose, isn't there? You're like,
right. Ross Medlock says just had cheesy curly fries and a 148th Tamiya Mozzie.
Oh, Phil Lewis has got gammon with veg and baked tatties. Bench is working on an Apollo Still many kitten interruptions, so progress is slow.
Oh yeah, Phil occasionally puts in pictures of a cat sitting on his arm and stuff, sort of stopping him from working. I remember that.
Yeah, Gaz is on about the Echo. Yeah, there's nothing we can do, mate. It's a problem the other end, mate.
Yeah, well, it's a problem my end, and I
Yeah,
probably could fix it if I knew what I was doing, but as I don't, then I don't. Yeah, it's either an echo or no Festa at all, and then that just be me
yeah,
talking, and nobody needs that.
yeah. Anders Ericsson has got hot dogs and mashed potatoes. Diet Day has changed to Tuesdays and says on the bench, you know what's on there. Wink, wink.
Was that our fault that Diet Days changed? Because we don't take any responsibility for anything
No,
really. So no.
no, no. Diet Day can be moved to whenever it's convenient, can't it?
Yeah. Can you move it to like the 29th of February?
Yeah. Yeah, just make it a New Year's resolution because it's coming up to Christmas. So, you've got to stretch your tummy ready for your Christmas dinner, ain't you, mate?
I don't know if I've missed any, but uh, Natalie Williamson has got belly roast gammon roast with the trimmings. Bench Lewis has been refixing his Hellcat engine. My bench is full of Christmas gifts to wrap. Ooh,
Yeah. Jamie Bones got fish and chip shop, chicken nuggets and chips. And on the bench is a Tamiya 135th Mark IV with a motor. Oh,
I have no idea where that was.
that's right near the bottom, mate.
Okay.
Yeah, my my battery rub on the mouse is quite distracting, so I'm behaving.
You just got to grab them where you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
see Vincent's in at Mr. Loth's. Welcome.
evening,
Uh,
Vince.
Philip Prime says rice and beans, nothing on the bench. Has just finished the Spitfire dogfight build.
Oh, nice. Osric 9000's got, what's that? Pox Walkers on the bench and on the belly, grilled salmon fillet with pasta and pesto sauce.
Hmm?
Ooh, sounds nice.
Yeah, Anders saying exactly, Colin. December isn't a diet month, actually.
Yeah, I think
No,
that's a
you
good
shouldn't.
one. We have Movember, so December should be diet-free December, shouldn't it?
Yeah, but Belly Sember or something. Or, yeah.
Yeah, Belly December. There you go. Sounds like a plan. Matty's metal detecting. I don't know if you've done him, Chris.
I don't remember doing him. No.
On the belly, he's got Maynard's Bassett wine gums.
Oh,
And bench a 3D metal earth cat excavator. Oh,
nice.
sounds interesting.
Nevbo says Belly Pizza bench weathering the Hellcat. Nevbo's obviously making the 148th, I think, Hellcat.
Yeah.
Huge. I've just seen a picture of it on a bench and it takes up the entire thing. It's massive.
Skipper Ted is warming up the candle in his camera. A model making guru says Fat Sember.
Fat
Mm.
Sember, yeah. I read that as Fact Sember. I thought it was,
Yeah,
yeah.
I looked twice. I was like, I've done me fact.
So Ted will be here soon and save us from us, basically.
Yeah,
Fox, how's your man doing? Is he gone yet?
yeah.
Come and join us as well.
You can't say he took 2 hours if you're sitting there with your slippers on and eating nibbles, mate, because your mum will grass you up to us.
Absolutely.
Because we'll threaten to bribe her with loads of wine and daytime TV DVDs and that.
Dave Cardboard is correct. He says pizza. You know the rules.
Good
Yeah,
man.
I don't. Who was that? That was Nevbo. Just saying pizza. You can't just say pizza. I missed it. It's because I'm all nervous because I've got the buttons. I missed
Yeah.
it. You need to tell us what pizza. We can't just have pizza. You need to know full toppings and stuffed crust and everything.
Oh
Tell us
yeah.
more about your pizza.
Oh yeah. We need to know every single layer of ingredients.
Because apart from anything else, it feels an extra minute or two.
Yeah.
It's saying hello. Everyone's saying hello to everybody.
Michael
Everyone who's coming
asking,
late.
how did we both know that he's going to build something he first built in 1973? It's something I've been eager to do, to be quite honest with you. Sort of getting, like Chris was saying earlier, getting hold of a kit that you remember doing and redoing it. I did a Messerschmitt 109 a couple of years ago that John sent me kindly, and I had built that as one of my first kits as a child, and it was one of my fondest memories I had with my uncles, like, going up their house and building that kit. So luckily I managed to source another one. So it's definitely something I'd like to do again.
Cool. Nevbo has come back. He says ham and mushroom.
Ham and mushroom. Sounds like
Ham and
a plan.
mushroom.
What sort of ham?
Oh, it's just ham, isn't it? It's not. They don't tell you on pizzas. It's just ham.
Yeah. Oh, there's Ted.
Hello.
Is there? Where's Ted? There he is.
Hello. Thanks for keeping it going till I got here.
Right,
Yeah.
Ted's here. We're off. See you later.
Yeah, see you later, Ted. Mine, there you go, mate.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Sorry I'm late. It was I've been away to Preston, so bit of a delay of sort of getting here. But I promised I wouldn't leave you alone tonight, and I would get along. Yeah. So here I am. What's happening? What we done? What are we up to?
We've done everything, and we're just waiting for you to come along and do everything else now.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Well, I'll just wind it up then. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.
Cool. Yep. Before we go, Spur and Glue does say, "How are your eModels builds coming along, Chris and Colin?" And I'll put Ted in there as well because he's here now. Mine isn't. I haven't got an eModels build at the moment. I finished the foot, which is up and available on the YouTube channels. I haven't decided on or chosen or started another project yet. There will be another one, obviously, but I'm going to let Christmas get out of the way first and sort things out. And I've got the huge tank of my own that I'm building, the Baneblade thing. So yeah, once that's done and Christmas and New Year are done, I'll have a proper sit down and look through eModels and see what I fancy doing.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got a ball tank that I'm going to start soon, but you've got other builders that are uploading at the moment. So I thought, well, I'll wait until they've done theirs, and then I'll look at dropping it in once they finish their series.
yeah. As for me, I've still got the digger on the bench. It's still in amongst all this rubbish. I won't show you all the rubbish that's here, but it's come to a bit of a halt because the wife wants me to do other things in the house, like make big holes in the fireplace. And I thought I had it all done and finished, and the guy came round to install the fire this week and said, "Not a lot holding that up, mate. Need a bigger hole." So I had to set to and make a bigger hole. So yeah.
Have you got to fill in the hole now, or what?
Yeah, the hole's been filled in. We put 2 huge concrete lintels in and bricked it all back up. And now we've spent 3 days clearing up dust and muck and just waiting for him to come back. You know what these contractors are like. When can you come round? Ooh, I don't know, mate. Sometime next week, maybe.
Yeah.
That's
now lintels are different to lentils, aren't they? They're different things.
They're totally different to lentils. They're a lot heavier.
Yeah. I think it will take a lot of lentils to hold up a fireplace.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, and it was quite right actually, because when I took the old lintel out, there wasn't anything holding the old chimney, the fireplace
Oh, really?
up.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
But there are videos of people who repair things in the household with noodles. I've seen it. You've got noodles and super glue.
I've seen that. Yeah. I wonder if we could do an eModels build with noodles.
You could repair your chimney with noodles and super glue.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. This week we're building a Spitfire with noodles.
Yeah, beef and onion flavoured Spitfire.
Yeah, that's it. With all them little bits that you don't quite know what they are, what you get in pot noodles and things. Yeah.
Yeah, you sort of think, what is that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Foxx could maybe tell us if he was here. Yes,
He's in the chat. He's here.
Yeah,
he's just
I
not
have
here.
noticed that I've marked the register as absent.
Yeah, I think the plumber's been and gone, and he's just sitting there going, "Do you know something? This is a nice, relaxing evening I'm having here with my feet up."
Yeah, I find that. Yeah, it's quite. You get these unexpected breaks, and you think, "Oh, I could get quite used to this." Yeah. So, right, what have we done? What have we given anything away yet? Is it that time? No, it's not.
No, we've just done a bit of belly in the bench. We've done the factoid.
Oh, right. Did I miss the factoid? I'll have to. It's all right. You don't need to tell me again because I'll just run it back and I'll watch it
That's
later.
a relief because I've forgotten already.
TK is saying that there's is Ted live from the chimney? There's a big echo. No, the echo is both for Ted and for Colin. I'm the only one that doesn't get an echo. There's problems with the audio setup tonight. I probably pressed the wrong button, but So you're getting a little bit of feedback from them through my microphone as well as me through my microphone.
Oh, so
apologies
are we
for the
getting
audio quality.
echo?
Yeah, apologies for the audio today, but it's all my fault. But we're blaming Foxx because he's not here.
Thing is, if you do meet us in real life, you will be amazed to know that we echo in real life as well.
Oh yeah. We can throw our voice across the other side of the room and.
Yeah, normally they do echo, but Foxx filters it out. So we're just working without the filter at the moment. They echo in real life, and Ted's normally out of focus in real life as well. So that's the way it works.
Just fuzzy around the edges, like a downy little bird, you know. It's all fuzzy. There's no definitive edge to me, you see. Yeah, I just blend into the background. Michael Jackman says, Ted, did I get the pick of the finished mosquito last week? Yes, Michael, we did get it. Once again, well, because of tonight, I didn't have a chance to unload it. And, to be
Didn't
honest,
Foxx say he was going to sort it out for this week, but then he's not here.
yeah, the people that were going to sort it out either couldn't make it or it's marked and register. Ted gives us slap it on with reverb. Slap it on.
I've got the button. I can press the button.
Slap it on.
So yeah, there you go. That's the with and without, live and pre-recorded. Slap it on.
So is everybody else getting ready for Christmas then? Have you got your Christmas lists all sorted out and ready for Santa and the wish lists, or have you already bought things off it? And
I tend to not worry much about Christmas. The wife does most of the shopping for family and kids and stuff. And yeah, personally, if I want something throughout the year, I'll buy it rather than add it to a list and someone might get it for me at a later date. So yeah.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I do have I have found that Amazon creates a wish list now though for you. So when people say, "What do you want?" It's on my wish list. But yeah, well, what's everybody else in chat wanting for Christmas, by the way? Yeah, whether it be model related or otherwise.
Not that Ted's offering to buy it for everybody. Must
Yeah,
make that,
yeah. It's
just a purely informational thing.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, you can send me your wish list, and I'll return by sending mine as well. So, yeah.
Michael Jackman put the rest of the lights and decorated the tree today.
All right. Yes, everybody else's tree's going up. We haven't got anywhere to put ours.
We got the tree down yesterday, but we couldn't find the box of decorations.
Right.
I don't know. I thought it was with a tree, but obviously it wasn't. So I'm going to have to spend my day off tomorrow searching through the entire house to try and find the box of Christmas decorations.
Oh, I know where all our stuff is. I don't mind Christmas per se. It's just getting the Christmas tree and the decorations out and then putting them away again. They tend to live on the top of the stairs underneath the loft door for months before I can decide to put them back in the loft.
Well, we know Fox's Christmas tree lives permanently erected in his front room, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because if you move it, all the spiders run out from behind it.
It's the point then when I really upset Foxx by going, I've not got a Christmas tree.
Oh.
God, I can feel the stony silence from the two guys looking at me on screen going, what? I've got a little tiny Lego one because we are quite minimalist people, and it's like, it's always been the standing joke in our family that we're not very Christmassy. We were when the boys were nippers, young lads, but
yeah. Well,
I mean, Christmas is a time for kids, but some of us never grew up from being kids, so it's sort of
I mean, I'm 12 and a half mentally. I don't need to do it Christmassy as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a fella across the street there who's probably got one of the most decorated houses I've ever seen, and it's like, he's got our Christmas tree over there.
Yeah, that's all. Go look at his. And when you send pictures to everybody of your Christmas festivities, they're actually outside the guy's house, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I loved it when my two sons were growing up, but they're sort of, mid-20s now, and do their own thing. So we kind of step back from it a bit. We have our dinner and that, but yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh well, everyone to the road and celebrate how you wish, as long as you're enjoying the holiday.
I mean, I have enough trouble, Ted, walking from room to room. Could you imagine leaving me alone with a ladder and a box of Christmas decorations?
When you say that's where you leave it to your significant other. You do the manly things like get the
I mean,
decorations out the loft, put the
Fox,
lights on the tree. That's
Fox
it.
is itching to know, you are talking to the bloke that 2 nights ago managed to fall into his own cupboard. Yeah.
Fox says our tree's been up since 2008. We just turned the lights on in December. Oh, obviously, it's a real tree as well. It's not an artificial one. It's a real one that lives in the corner of his house.
Yeah, planted it. It just grew out of the plant pot, spread its
Oh, yeah.
roots and.
As it's grown, he's had to get the saw out each year and cut a bit out of the floor above so that it can carry on
They
growing.
told me it was a bonsai tree.
Let's see what everybody else is saying in the chat about Christmas. I did see Chris Simon says, Ted, are you going to finish the the digger in time to finish the build for the trumpeted Titanic? No. I keep looking at the trumpeted Titanic, and yes, I think it's going to be a fantastic model, but I don't know. I don't think it's for me.
It's a bit of a biggie, Ted, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's too big, really. Plus, as well, it's going to be a nice model, but you'll have to do it like pristine because it didn't get time to get weathered, did it? Really?
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be a beautiful showcase model, and I'm sure anybody that's building it will build it fantastically and put some lights in it.
Yeah,
I think.
I've got a little baby one just up in the stash there, and I was going to do it as the shipwreck, in a resin cube, and
Yeah,
a little
I've
underwater submarine,
I've seen people do that sort of effect with it, and some of them work out quite nice. Bit of a different take on it, but yeah, it's a nice shape, nice era, nice traditional sort of cruise liner type thing. But I don't think it's for me.
I've just noticed something, and I'm going to have to say it. I probably shouldn't say it because it will go hideously wrong. But the video quality seems to be staying stable tonight.
No,
I'm
looking
you're all
at
looking good.
and everyone seems to be in focus. I look a little bit brown, but I think that's my light in this end. But other than that,
yeah. Well, I've just come on. I came in from the car, had a sandwich, sat down. I haven't even put the eModels T-shirt on. Apologies if you're watching, Pete. I haven't even put the eModels T-shirt on, so I haven't adjusted anything, and I'm looking a bit.
I wouldn't have said that because your T-shirt is hidden behind all our little I am avatars at the bottom, so no one would have known.
Yeah, well, no, he meant he has got his eModels T-shirt
Yeah,
on.
you've got it on, but you can't see the logo.
Yeah, I have got it on. It's just underneath the jumper. So yeah, so that's it. What else? Michael Jackman says he's put the rest of his lights and decorations up today. Dave Cardboard, what's this Christmas thing? Yeah. Graham Microbert says don't celebrate Christmas. It's personal. There's no problem. No Xmas there. Oh, there will be, TK. Yes, there will be. Look one.
No, TK had some sort of Christmassy thing last week or something.
Yeah.
There's a different thing
Oh.
he has that's sort of like Christmas, but not quite.
Well, like
earlier.
the Americans have like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there's something like that, but different.
Just an excuse for the Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I always say it's not Christmas till Noddy Older says it is, and I've not heard him this year yet. But then,
yeah. You know, it's when the 1st of December when you turn the radio on, going to work, Radio 2, Christmas songs.
Yeah. What do people in the chat hope that Santa's bringing them for Christmas? Then that's.
Ross Medlock says a 132nd Tamiya Tomcat. Yeah, that'll be the Top Gun type one, won't it? Nebo said he's got a wingnut with Sopwith, with all a string bag. Cynical Steve said he's already got his combined Xmas birthday gift Xbox off the missus. Oh, join in, have some gaming. Anders Ericsson says model-related things he's got to get on his own. For Christmas, he does things like new watch or some new board games. Board games for Christmas, a must. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But when you see the games on the shelves in Tesco, you wondered who thinks of them, who thinks them up, like slime games and poking noses. And,
Yeah,
Cynical
there's always
Steve.
something that's very messy that becomes the game of Christmas. I haven't seen anything about that this year.
Yeah, Cynical Steve's got a good one in the chat. He says it won't feel like Crimbo until there's been a family row, drunken quizzes, and the Pogues and Kirsty McCall.
Yeah. And Fox says, Cynical Steve, isn't that just Friday night?
Yeah. Dave Cardboard says Slade was on Radio 2 last week. You must have missed it. Yeah, I'm housebound, mate, so I don't get out. But yeah, I could put my radio on, but I'd only get the ump with all the political stuff in the news. So yeah.
well, it's election next week as well, isn't it? So
Yeah, fun times.
When's
So-
Chelford?
yeah, I've come to vote. Sorry, the voting closed last week.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the pleasure of that. I could have done a postal vote, really, but I'll get the wife to lurk me up to the local polling station and put me vote in.
Yeah,
Got to do your bit, didn't you?
the satisfaction of putting their cross.
I've always had this thing where voting should be compulsory or whatever, you know what I mean? Where, it's the one chance every few years you get to have your voice, isn't it?
Well, yeah. It should be compulsory, but there should be a box like I do not wish to vote for any of the above.
Yeah, none of the above.
None of the above, yeah.
Wasn't that something before in a film or something? None of the above.
There was a thing about none of the above,
yeah,
something
can't
somewhere.
remember what it was now, but yeah.
I missed that.
Nat Williamson says she's hoping for a new Pandora bracelet or necklace. Hint, hint, Lewis.
Oh, nice. Matt Bradford saying Tamir Pepsi Suzuki with rider Kevin Schwantz. Good shout. I like that. Yeah, that would be cool.
Simon Payne says this week's election is on Thursday. Ah, right. Yeah.
Yes, this week. Yeah. I've got my polling card on the side. I'm lucky because I live here and the polling station is literally 300 yards up the street there.
Well, mine's the same. If I open the blinds, I can see the polling station from my house.
Mark Scopes is saying Colin for Prime Minister. Mate, could you imagine the chaos?
Yes, I can. Dave Cardboard says Brewster's Millions.
Okay then. If Colin's going to be the Prime Minister, what role would me, Chris and Fox have then? What part of the
I
cabinet?
can imagine you being a good Home Secretary, Ted.
Do you think so?
Yeah, you've got that sort of authoritarian. Yeah, I'll wring their ears if they misbehave.
I'll be quite firm on law and order, I think.
Yeah, Chris, we'd have to have as Chancellor because we need someone sensible in control of the purse strings, other than Fox.
Yeah, you wouldn't have Fox, yeah.
I really can't think what we could do with him. What's the most distant government department we can hide him in? Where he can't cause mayhem and make everyone walk around carrying a war hammer.
Yeah.
Defence Secretary, put him in charge of that.
We could have a minister for model making.
Yeah.
Make it compulsory in all the schools.
Yeah.
The Warhammer. Well, yeah, Fox could be the Warhammer minister, couldn't he? Minister for Warhammer.
Yeah. We could get rid of VAT on plastic model kits and accessories.
Yeah.
And bring all the prices down and have a huge model.
There could be tax. Yeah, there could be tax relief on your stash.
Yeah. The more you've got in the stash, the less tax you pay.
That's it. Model making guru said he'll take control of the Department of Holes.
But would it be a whole hole or half a hole?
Half
Yeah.
a hole.
Yeah, would it be 4 coals?
Fob. Secretary of State for Dry Brushing said such.
Yeah. I think we've got a political party forming here, mate. We'll do all right.
But the important question is, what would we call ourselves, though?
The Reservoir Trogs. I don't know. The Mad Hutters.
The Secretary of State for Building a Thing. Yep.
Yeah. You could have a city in the middle of the UK that is all model making related industries.
Yeah, there could be an actual apprenticeship for model making.
Yeah,
Could be like a 4-year apprenticeship and become a master model maker.
yeah, absolutely, mate. You know, go to university and learn weathering.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, a weatheringology. Yeah, we could
Yeah,
have
you could have the Professor Tedward McSkipperton University for weathering and stuff.
yeah, and slapping it on.
Yeah, you could have your slap it on statue.
Yeah. Fox says, "I'll be the minister for the wet pallets. Under our government, there'll be more wetness than ever before."
Yep. As Dad says, more moistness.
TK saying he'll run the kebab shop.
Max Scup says, "Free uni modelling degrees."
Yeah.
That's There's a name, says Broodloo. The Brush Dippers Party.
Oh yeah, I like the sound of that, mate.
Yeah. The BDP.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to get all the logos made up and everything now, didn't we?
Vote BDP.
Yeah.
Dave Cardboard says the eModels University could become an actual thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I think we'd do all right with this, mate. I can imagine Pete, mate, sitting there going, "Yeah, Ministry of eModels would be based in Westminster."
Yeah, there'd be a whole government department dedicated to model making.
Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Team Inept,
Justice Minister. Yeah, Van Hammer. Yeah, you could be our international relations officer, Paul.
Yeah, we'll have summits throughout the world, and
There was chaos at Heathrow as Team Inept welcomed Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin to the G8. You can just imagine.
Yeah, that worked well.
Paul Frog marching down the tarmac with his banhammer face on.
Cynical Steve says he'll be the Minister for Household Recycling.
Good man.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we could have a whole air force and a navy built out of scrap, couldn't we?
Model making your guru saying eModels University. Oops, that means the EU.
Yeah. Who would be Speaker of the House? Yeah.
Oh, who could we have as Speaker of the House? Dad.
Well, who's the one that speaks more than anybody else?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be a good job for him, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. You're the speaker. This is going.
I think next year it'll be a vote for us.
Pete's now sitting there holding his head in his hand, going, "How did I get this?"
Mark Scup says us guys are too nice and well mannered to be ministers. Yeah.
We're too well behaved, aren't we? I mean, I had time to kill the other night, and I went on the YouTubes and was looking at the MPs behaving badly bit, and I'm like, what a rabble! What must people around the world think when they see that? It's like, Dad said he's going to be the Minister for Red.
Yeah. Fox says order.
Yeah, Zach got a blast from the past. Bring back Betty Boothroyd, good speaker.
Yeah, I just got an email from Michael Jackman. Michael, yeah, I've got your email, but unfortunately, I need to upload the picture. He sent us a picture of the 135 Tomcat Top Gun, one he's already built, saying the guy that's wanting it, he should be shown this to show how good it is. But unfortunately, Michael, I can't get it uploaded just yet. So maybe next week if I can remember. But thanks for that anyway. So, right, should we have a wander over to What's in Store? What's in Store is it tonight?
Indeed, it's yours.
It's yours.
Isn't it?
It is in fact your What's in Store, but we knew you weren't here. So Fox did one and Colin did one as well. So I think Colin would be the best one to do.
Was it actually mine?
Yeah.
I thought it was Fox's because he's normally the week before me, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, Ted's normally after me.
I thought I don't know. I know it was me last week.
Doesn't it go Fox, me, you, Ted, or Fox, me, Ted, you?
I know. Who did it before me?
So have I got out of this by genuinely forgetting?
When you say got out of,
I like your thinking there, mate. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll just open all my tabs up a minute, Chris.
Okay.
And,
Seeing as I've got the Fox's buttons, I know you said I wasn't allowed to do it anymore, but I'm going to do it again. It's this way, and it's is it there? And it's there, and it refresh and drag.
yeah,
Okay, it's refresh and drag because there's a lag and stuff in the thing, so you need to make sure you're up to date. Because
yeah,
Colin will have what's it got? 5 or 6, 7 different items,
yeah. To
which
avoid
have
the
an
lag.
override thing.
Yeah.
They have a theme. So we need you to guess the theme. Once Colin comes back on screen after he's been sharing his screen, he'll come back on screen and he'll say, "What's the theme?" Go.
Yeah.
At that point, you need to press the send button and put in the answer that you've already typed in but not sent yet, which is the theme. And the first one that we get will win an eModels mug at some point. There have been some comments in the chat.
Models book. Models
To
book.
avoid the lag, refresh.
Yeah, I'll get me one mug. Hang about. There we go. It's locked on me, so they can't really see you very well. eModels mug. There are new ones being made. I think that's why. I think they've run out of the version 2, so there may be version 3 mugs on their way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
on their way to eModels, not to you yet. So.
I don't think they're in stock yet because I think Gav is sat in the back room individually hand painting eModels on each mug.
You've not been drinking out of that one, have you, Ted? There's stuff in there.
Yeah. This is turning to my painting mug because there's stuff in it.
Yeah. Mine at the moment has got various remnants of badly 3D printed stuff in, like rocks and stuff.
Yeah. Anders says, I see the new version 3 is backwards printed. Yeah, the backward. Yeah, don't worry about that. It's not. Yeah. This is still a version 2 anyway. So
yeah.
So yes, when Colin's back and you've all guessed the theme, because it's a Colin theme, so it's going to be really difficult and you're going to have to logically think your way through it and many different levels.
Yeah. And it's bear in mind as well, it really did get cobbled together at the last minute. So yeah.
Yes. So I shall lock it on Colin. So Ted can still talk and won't flash over to him.
Yeah.
Off you go, Colin.
No
let me
worries.
mute my microphone down a bit so you can talk and it won't be,
Yeah,
echoey.
no worries, mate. Can you all see me screen out there? Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, we can see it. I can see it.
All right, mate. First one up we've got for tonight is the Revell 148 scale. I'm not going to try that first word. It's a Stormovic.
Is it Ilyushin?
That sounds like the word, Ted.
I'm pretty sure Foxx can pronounce it nicely in chat for you.
Yeah, go on, Foxx.
Yeah, he's probably sat at home on his 40 saying it.
It's a 148 scale level 5. So yeah, it's got a lot of parts in there, 116 of them. A heavily armoured aircraft of the Soviet Air Forces. Comes detailed cockpit and instrument panel, rotated propeller, detailed undercarriage with the bombs and the rockets. So it's looking like, Ted, a really nice.
Yeah, it's probably that heavy. It never actually flew. It just drove around ploughing forward.
It's, again, the Russians, they just had this really agricultural look to their stuff, didn't they? Where you thought, I mean, to me, them wings look a little Spitfire-y, but I could be wrong. There's probably Spitfire officials going.
Yeah. We have no fighting in the air today. We will plough the fields.
Yeah, and I'm liking the look of that. So we got some more pictures of it there with the decals on the tail fin.
Apparently, Ted got the pronunciation correct.
Zadster
says it's a bit worrying when Ted gets the pronunciation right.
Yeah, I've been practicing.
Yeah. I mean, there's some good old detail under there. I mean, for people that are really good at weathering, which doesn't include me, they can really do their magic on that. So I'm liking the look of that. And that is kit number 03932. And that is £33.29.
148 is going to be pretty big, that.
That's a pretty big kit. I mean, what's that? 240 millimeters wide, 4 long.
What does it say on the box? Yeah, 240. Wingspan 244.
Yeah. So it's a fair old size, isn't it? 148. So nice little level 5 Revell kit there for you. Item number 2 is one for Chris, bless him. It's a Revell 1144 scale F15 Strike Eagle, kit
Yay!
number 03996, and it is only £5.39. And it
Oh.
is something 144th scale. It's got the new moulding, detailed surfaces with engraved panel joints, cockpit including instrument panel and ejection seats, detailed undercarriage, underwing tanks. So yeah, that's looking pretty good, Chris. And there's 62 parts on that.
That's quite a lot of parts for a very small kit, I must
It
admit.
is, isn't it? You know, I'm looking at that thinking that's worth a little punt, isn't it? At the end of the day, £5.39. You can't go wrong with that, can you?
That's all right. It's a nice little weekend exercise and a painting pig that you can practice all your
Oh,
techniques
yeah,
on.
I mean, it's like anything, isn't it? Fighter jets isn't my my niche. So for someone like me that's not really done them, spending £5.50 on that and having a go at doing it is, you know,
Mm.
pretty good idea, isn't it? It might then lead you to think, oh, fine, I'll get a bigger kit now and have a go at one of them.
Yeah, so that's to say, it's a nice stocking filler. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the Revell 144th Strike Eagle, and it is £5.39.
With £5 of anyone's money.
£5.39 of the Queen's very own coin of the realm. Next up, we've got a newbie, and it is a Toyota 124th scale GR Supra, kit number 24351.
Is that a toy Yoda, not a baby Yoda?
No, it's a Toyota, and it's red, so it might appeal to someone. Can't think who it is that likes red kits. But like I say, you know, I'm not a massive car nut. Don't get me wrong, but
No, I'm not a particular petrol head myself, but that looks quite.
people that do the cars, you know, I mean, David Hunter springs to mind for me, and Paul and people there that do their cars. It just strikes me as something that they might look at and think, I'll have a go at that. Even Nevbo, because he done his La Ferrari, didn't he? Might
Yeah.
tempted by that for an eModels build or whatever. So no pressure, Nevbo. So yeah, you've got your full interior there, red and black. But you know, if you're super detail mad, you could probably put some carbon in there and some flocking and things.
That was the third item as well, wasn't it? Because
It
traditionally
is
people
the
buy the third
item.
item.
Yeah.
Michael Jackman does say, I nearly got that Toyota Supra last week, but changed my mind. Well, now it's time to
Yeah,
change your mind back.
I don't know why it just jumped out at me, and it was like, yeah, I like the look of that myself. So it could be my first foray into the car realm, to be quite
Zad's dimensions. He thinks it's the one which is basically a BMW coupe with a Toyota body. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the bottom half looks like the BMW, doesn't it? That part there reminds me of the Nissan for some reason. I don't know why. And the top with the dimples got a bit of the old Koenigsegg about it, but yeah.
you must watch more Top Gear than I do.
Yeah, I've been watching the reruns. Yeah, so yeah, I may sound knowledgeable, but believe me, I'm not.
Yeah.
I drive cars, but I don't know
I
anything
think that's
about how they work.
I think that's generally the way that this live stream runs. We sound knowledgeable, but we're not. We're just making
Yeah,
it.
I mean, you are talking to the bloke that's still got a 35-year-old Opel Monza in his garage, so yeah.
Oh. Well.
But so that's kit number 3, which was the one.
All right. You just going back to that. You mentioned Opel. What
Yes,
Opel Monza was built by another company. Who was it?
it was originally the Vauxhall Royale.
That's it. Vauxhall.
Yeah,
Yes.
Vauxhall Opel. Opel's the German brand. I had mine shipped over from Germany as a grey import with all the bespoke leather and that in it. So
Yeah,
Because I
Fox has
knew
got the
that
same.
there was two cars. They were the same car, but they had the different
yeah,
batteries on.
yeah, Vauxhall did the Royale variant that rattled its way to pieces after about 40 miles, and
Yeah. What was the other one that they did though?
the Berlinetta.
No, it'll come to me. Never mind.
Fox has got the same level of car knowledge as me. He just says it's a red car. End of my car knowledge.
Opel did the Manta, didn't they? The Manta
That's
GT
it. The
car.
Vauxhall Manta and the Opel.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, it's still going strong, that one. So
Yeah, cool.
that was kit number 3, which was the 1/24 scale Toyota Supra 24351, and it's 31 pound and 49p. So if you want one of them, what they got to do, Ted?
Slap it in your slap it in your basket.
There you
Right.
go. See, he's
Well,
good.
remember, it's not yours till you check it out.
See, there you go. I knew I'd get him to do it.
Yeah.
This is where things now go rapidly downhill.
Yeah, moving swiftly on.
Yeah, moving swiftly on. For some reason, I clicked on a Games Workshop Age of Sigmar Storm Strike, and they are £22.50. There's someone in the chat that is now making cooing noises and skipping around his plumber.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if anyone's got any questions about these, then you know what to do. Just he'll be writing a long thing about it now.
He
So
was
in a couple of
so
minutes.
impressed when I put the list in the chat. He's like, "You're doing a Warhammer," and I went, "Yeah, I'm daft, and I."
Yeah, he'll be telling the man with the hammer to stop hammering him in it. Just
Yeah.
want to go on air just to tell him all about it.
I mean, there are people out there that paint these things absolutely beautifully, and I'm looking at that thinking, that's a work of art. I haven't really got the dexterity now to do it, but anyway, it doesn't mean to say that I shouldn't advertise them, does it? Yeah, they're dudes. I know nothing about Warhammer, so I'm going to read a bit of the blurb. Ancient skeletons and mouldering corpses crawl from their barrows, called forth by the dark sorcery of Nagash, Supreme Lord of the Undead. Yeah, okay. Foxx is cringing, but there's a pack of dudes there. I don't know how many are in there actually. This could be something that. Oh,
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, does it qualify your knowledge of Warhammer when it's a pack of dudes?
Yeah, it's a pack of 15 dudes, isn't it? But
Yeah.
again, if for me, painting figures of a larger scale, if you've not painted figures before and things like that, this could probably be a way of getting into it. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, 15 dudes for 22.5 quid. You can't go far wrong, can you?
yeah. I mean, looking at the detail on them, yeah, they are beautifully cast, aren't they? So
Yeah, they're nice. Fox does say it's Age of Sigmar. He's not that familiar. Vincent's the one you need to talk to. And then Vincent comes along and says it's Golden Horde. Yeah.
yeah, go on, Vince, carry on, mate. Can you
Yeah.
fill in for me at this part, mate?
I think if I listen hard enough, I can hear Fox hammering on his keyboard from my house.
Yeah. Skullfish has come up with a good one in the chat. He says, "I need to do an audio book of The Hobbit." Have you been speaking to Paul down at Team Inept? He's been itching for me to do an audio book for years.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants you to do the Hobbit. He wants you to do the Hobbit.
Wants me to do The Hobbit. Yeah, I thought I'd go all posh there and say an H. So yeah, there you go. That's loads of dudage for
Yep.
£22.50. You got creatures.
I was going to say there's some sort of horse or dog or something as well
Yeah.
there.
That looks similar to what Vincent sent me. He sent me a load of these Reapery type characters. So yeah, I've got to paint them yet. So I will be learning. So people like Simon out there that know how to paint these things and Vincent will surely be educating Fester. I wish you luck with that. But yeah, so that's a Games Workshop Age of Sigmar Stormstrike set of 15 dudes and Reapers for £22.50.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all chatting about Vauxhalls and Opals in chat. So
See, I'm not reading chat or anything
Yeah.
because I'm being good because I'm not
uh,
allowed.
Ph- Philip Prime says Opal Manta Vauxhall Cavalier Mark One.
Yeah.
And then somebody said that Vauxhall logo used to fall off, and you could see the Opal lightning bolt underneath.
Yeah, my Opal has got the original Series 1 digital dash that was bought out, and it's all with hand controls and that, But yeah, it's a really nice car with a sports auto box. Next up, we've got ammo by Big Mig Jimenez. Did I
Nick
say
Jimenez.
Stone Grey panel line wash, which is $4.49 even. And yeah, the description is ammo by Mig, grey panel line wash.
Yeah, it's also good. People think that when you're doing a panel line wash, it needs to be black. It doesn't need to be black. It just needs to fit the colours that you're doing.
Yeah.
And often a lighter shade, something like a grey, does work a lot better rather than a stark black, which makes sometimes the panel lines too striking. They should just be sort of not invisible, but just subtly done.
Subtle, yeah.
So that would work
Subtle's the word.
with sort of like modern jet fighters, or would that work with warships, things of that nature, Ted?
Yeah. And perhaps something, even a black aircraft itself, that would go if you're doing one of those stealth fighters, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Go quite well on that.
But like I say, the washes and the panel line stuff from MiG are good stuff anyway, and that's a
Yeah.
box of MiG 609 for £4 and 49 pence. And last but not least, we've got a little set of 1/72nd scale German Stormtrooper plastic model figures for £4 and 28. They're from World War One, so if you're doing a diorama and you want yourself some figures, I think if I read that rightly on the box, is that saying there's 56 in the box, Ted?
Yeah. So 6 dudes in this box.
Yeah.
So something like that will be handy for tabletop war gamers and things like that. Or if you are building something in 1/72nd,
Yeah.
nice little diorama. But
I can imagine they would, like you say, especially for people that do a lot of detail work, like Chris with his 1/44 scale, it would be quite interesting to try and see how accurate you could get the figures to look at that scale. So that's the final one for you there, Pete's. That was the Strelets 1/72nd scale German Stormtroopers. So
Phillies, just going back to your panel line washes. Philly says, what colour panel lines would you suggest for an off-white Star Wars A-wing, whatever that is? I'm thinking grey.
Yeah,
grey work.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've lost the chat. It's all jumped now.
TK saying it, and also Foxx is in there giving them some grime and things. So I'll do a quick recap of what we had. The first one was the 1/48 Lucian Stormovich. Second one is a Revell 1/44 scale Strike Eagle. Third one is a Tamiya 1/24 scale Toyota GR Supra. Then you've got the Games Workshop Age of Sigmar Storm Strike set. You've then got Ammo by MiG Storm Grey panel line wash. And last but no means least, we've got a set of 1/72nd scale German Stormtroopers. I'll just click off of that and stop sharing.
Yeah, just before you say the magic word, don't forget, folks, if you have seen anything you like and you've seen it in the What's in Store tonight and you think, oh, I'd quite like that myself for Christmas, get it, it slaps you in your basket. Remember, we don't know how many there are in stock. There could be one, there could be 101, but we don't know. We do know that they were in stock because we checked and we picked these items just before we went live, so they were live a minute ago. So don't forget, slap it in your basket.
Some people are already saying it. I haven't said the magic word yet.
No, we're ignoring things yet. So
to avoid any lag, remember, refresh and drag.
So
go.
Now nobody's putting it in.
Yeah, it's got quiet now.
Bink.
Have we got
straight in?
Got an answer there?
Yep.
I've got an answer come straight in from Sprue and Glue with the magic word storm, because we've got a big storm hitting the UK tomorrow. So batten down the hatches, people.
Yay.
Oh, not another one.
So Sprue and Glue, if you're doing an email to ted@emodels.co.uk.
Yep, I know that you did send us your address last week, the week after, because you won something in, but we don't keep the addresses, so just send us another one.
Yeah, back Ted an email with the fact that you won the what's in store, and you'll be added to the list of. Was it for a mug this week? Was it?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
the mug as normal,
mug.
but as
Yep.
we say, don't think they're in stock at the moment. Judging
No.
by your comments as to you not having had them yet,
Yeah.
we do pass them on to eModels, and they'll send them out as soon as they get them back in stock. Basically,
They'll pop it on the pending pile.
Yes.
yeah. As we say, we don't work for eModels. We don't know anything about eModels really. We make stuff for them, and we do this show for them, but we don't know what they've got in stock in mug format or anything. So yeah, at some point you'll get sent a mug out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So well, as Fox says, well done, Sprue and Glue.
Yeah. Well done, mate.
Now what to do?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're just usually leaving it up to Fox now to do all the talking.
Yeah, we'll leave it up to Fox now.
See,
Off you
I
go, Fox.
still think his plumber's bin, and he's just sitting there with his feet up.
Yeah, he's probably turning the taps on and off. And can you bleed that one for us, mate? Can you open the tap?
Yeah, he sat there with his pencil behind his ear, going, "Yeah, I think it might be there, look over there."
Yeah, it's going to be expensive, mate. Yeah. Do you want me to take the top off, or be 20
Doing the
quid?
plumber's chin rub.
Yeah, we can do it. It's going to take a couple of weeks, but we 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Bits for you might need a new boiler.
That's off. Bye, guys. Not feeling too clever. See you next week. Sorry, you're not feeling well, Nick.
I hope you get
see you next time.
soon.
Sorry. Yeah, get well soon. Right. What are we up to? Right. Down.
Was there a optional thing in Skype or anything of that nature this evening?
No.
We have a thing. We do have a prize to give away this week.
There you go.
Or at least to set up to give away. We're not actually giving it away this week. There's something you could win later on in the show.
Yeah. Paul Homer says plumber working nights. Yeah,
I know. It's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, he's probably got a chauffeur to fetch him to work and drive him home again. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute, James.
Good analogy. Scale Model Muse is saying skip work tonight. Feel like the 7th layer of hell. That's a good description. I'm impressed with that. Get well.
Jamie's asking Gemma if I've got you any tea yet. I'll do a tea before I came on live, and I'll do another one after. I can't go away now, especially now because I've got the buttons. I can't leave them without any buttons.
What you need to do is buy her a flask, and then she here's your flask, here's your mug.
Well,
right.
She's got one of them, the Tassimo tea making things that she uses occasionally, but yeah, there's nothing quite like me making a cup of tea.
I took one of them apart once thinking I could fix it. Never again.
Right.
Dave Cardboard says, have you picked a date for the Christmas build? No.
Oh, right.
It will be Christmas time, but no.
Yeah, it will be. I was just looking at the calendar. It will be Christmas time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of what me and Chris come up with earlier. It was like,
right. Christmas Day falls on a Wednesday. So we usually try and do them between Christmas and New Year, don't we? So we could maybe do it
Sunday. Would that work? Are you guys doing your normal Warhammer thing on them Sundays over Christmas, or?
I don't know what I might have some time off from that and other things, but we'll figure it out off air.
I thought it might be an idea where we could give a definite date, but we will discuss it. That's a good memory prompt. We will discuss it. We'll talk about it after the show.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Spring Glue. Yeah, I've got your email. It's just popped through, so we've got that. Thank you very much.
Nicholas C says, what's with the mic echoes? It's all my fault. Because I've got the buttons, something didn't go right with the settings, and initially we couldn't even hear Colin and Ted. So, there's a little bit of echo going on. We'll have it sorted. So, but I can't sort it while we're live.
Yeah.
Model Making Guru says, Jimmy Bourne, it's a British gas engineer that's at his house. It's not a bloke in a knackered old van. I'm afraid these days plumbers don't drive knackered old vans, do they?
They're not allowed to, are they?
Well, they drive big Mercs and things like that, don't they? Big Ibicos.
Faster than Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes, isn't it? Is a white plumber's van with a grey pipe on the roof.
That's funny. Yeah, that's what you want. That's what you say when you're kids. What should I be when I grow up, Dad? You want to be a plumber, a dentist, or a doctor?
Yeah, Eugene McGeever's saying, who do you think will be the next Premier League manager to get the sack? It's got to be Pellegrini, isn't it?
No,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
no,
it's 22 millionaires kicking a bag of air around the field.
no, that's it.
But yeah, I mean that's just my take. But then I'm a West Ham fan, so what would I know about football?
Fox is asking if that's Ted's red pot of paint behind me. What, this one?
Yeah,
Yeah, but have you got widescreen? Because I can't see that.
yeah. We
You
should
can't see it.
send,
Sorry, bring it closer. There you
That's well out of shot.
go.
we
That's
should
in
send
shot.
that
That's it.
paint.
Even that's in shot. I don't know why you can't see that.
No, that's no.
That's in shot, and that's behind the chat. That's in shot. That's behind the chat.
Hang on a minute.
Did you click it wrong?
I've got the screen shrunk, so that's maybe why
It's
I
just
can't
over
see.
there. You can just about see it if you're being careful.
Yeah, we should send that pot of paint on an eModels UK tour.
No, it's still out of shot, even when I've opened the screen.
Well, you're not looking at the right screen then. I don't know. Can you not see the bit where it says email ted@emodels.co.uk up top?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, perhaps Fox is watching. Yeah, Fox is watching the screen, isn't he?
yeah. Phil East is saying, is that why I copied Julian Dix's hairdo? yeah. It's not by choice, mate. It's like the follicle man come and stole it all whilst I was a kid in my 20s.
Well, you outgrew it, didn't you? You got too tall for your hair.
I think a lot of it was to do with the fact that I've always worn hats. You know, and I don't know whether that's an old wives' tale that wearing hats all the time makes you go a bit bald, but I've always worn hats, so yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Like hats. It's just something I do.
Right. Sorry, I was just trying to catch up on chat, just reading back through.
Yeah, they're talking about football and stuff. It's I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just sit back and let Colin talk about football.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, at least you're saying it's the same for him. The hat rubbed it off. Yeah, I mean, like I say, you know, I'm well known down this neck of the woods for me pork pie hats. You know what I mean? It's something I've always worn. You know, I've got all different hats. I think I've got about 24 hats laying around the house. Yeah.
Yeah. Just going back to the calendar, just having a count up. We've only got 2 more Mondays till Christmas. Are we doing? Well,
I don't know what the agenda is over Crimbo because we've not really had an opportunity to chat about it, have we?
no. Yeah. Well, we will let you know. Well, we'll have to let people know next week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we often don't. We have a Monday off, don't we? Sort of between Christmas and New Year.
Yeah,
We don't normally do the
yeah,
show
'cause-
that Monday.
Yeah, because the sprouts, we should be putting the sprouts on by next Monday. And the Monday after that, we'll be wrapping presents because the day after is Christmas Eve. Yeah, so we'll sort out. Yeah, so we'll do our last minute shopping.
Yeah, don't forget though, you've got your gin tanker turning up as well. Have you got a date for that?
Oh yeah, that's coming. I still didn't bring my gin glass. Yeah, I'm out of gin now, by the way. So if
Yeah.
anybody,
Because you're in the new abode, do they know they got an express tanker delivery to make to
well,
you?
yeah, well, it was more when Fox's plumber's finished. He's coming round to relay the pipe. on the old
Yeah,
house.
he's putting you in a big industrial system in the garden, is he?
Is it your gin pipeline that's got a leak in it? Is it?
The gin pipeline needs to be redirected from the old house to this one. Hasn't been done in time for Christmas yet.
Ah, they've not put the new pipe in from the distillery then.
That's it, straight in.
Talking about us being able to give away a prize this week, I don't suppose either of you have got it ready, have you?
I've got nothing else open at the moment, mate. I inadvertently shut it.
I'm not sure how I go about sharing a screen while I'm doing this as well. I don't think it. I think it might break
2
things.
seconds, Chris. I'll just
Yeah.
bring the window up, mate.
I've come on here tonight totally blind because all these messages were popping up as I was driving and I couldn't see them. But I could see my phone light up as it was in the holder, but obviously driving I couldn't see it, so I got rats reading them. So I didn't even know there was a prize to give away.
That's all right, mate. I'm just looking for it now. Was it in the chat, Chris? Was it?
It was in there eventually. Yeah, have a look back
right.
and try and find it. There was something, but yeah.
I'll load it all up.
This is quite good though. I must do this more often. It's just like being in charge of a team again, where you get the team to do everything, and then you just turn up and sit down and get on with it.
Oh, it's brilliant, isn't it? See, this is because we're Southerners. See, we're good at multitasking, aren't we, Chris?
Yeah.
Yes, the Fox has just texted me to say that I can screen share as normal. So if you have you found it or not, or
I'm still opening up
all right,
the chat.
I'll find it. You two talk amongst yourselves. I'll stop clicking on me, and I'll find it.
All right. We'll check my ass off there. Yeah. So, Cole, how are you? All right.
I'm fine, mate. I'm fine. I'm
you've
not sure
been-
about
yeah,
not
but-
sure about the host tonight. You know, these buttons seem to be confusing him. Don't
right.
they?
You've been up to much then? But,
No, I was killing time for about 15 minutes earlier on. Which is great.
I see. Just wait for me to come on.
But I don't know whether you bought a note, but hey, you know. Come on.
Dave Cardboard says, I turn up, take all the credit for someone else's efforts. That could be your management. That's exactly it. Yeah, that's what it's all about. When I used to run the boat team as a skipper, I used to just tell them, go and get the boat ready, I'll be along in a moment. Then it'd be all running, the engines would be running and everything would be tied up. I'd just start on, right, let the ropes go and we'd drive off there.
Oh, good man.
Yeah.
I found it.
Have you got it?
Have you?
I found it.
Oh, good man.
So let me see if I can click some buttons over there. Oh, I've got buttons over here as well. Not that one. Not that one. That one. I can share this screen, and apparently, it might work like that. I don't know. Can you see it?
Yeah,
It worked. Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
Can you see it? Hang about, because
I've got to look around with camera to see where it is, but it's there.
there it is. Right. Everybody should be able to see it now. This is what we're giving away today. It's the Revel 132nd. It's the Fox Wolf. It's not the Fox Wolf, but we call it the Fox Wolf because it's nice and easy. Night Fighter. It's got level 5, so it's quite a complicated one. You know what? I can't click on that video because that's the video of it being a video.
Yeah, it's got
And clicking on that doesn't work. I have to click on that one. There we go. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's got aerials all over it. Look.
174 parts in that one.
It's a fairly complicated kit, and actually that's not a bad paint job on it.
Them aerials are going to be rather fiddly to do, aren't they? And really fragile when you've made it.
Oh yeah,
That'll be great fun.
I can imagine there would be a few dagnammits at Ted Towers, mate, doing them.
So yes, that's what we're giving away tonight. It's the normal lever thing in the chat, isn't it? Not in the chat, in the comments afterwards. After we've become a stream.
After the show's finished, the sort of YouTube will do its rendering type thing, and about 5 minutes after we've finished, it'll be up and rendered. All you have to do is go into the comment section and leave a comment. And next week we'll use the random comment picker to randomly pick a comment from the comments randomly picked from. Yeah, and we will see if you can win it.
Fox will be back then. He can do that.
Yeah. So what
I've just noticed that eModels has gone all Christmassy. Look, it's got snow on the eaves and the models.
Yeah,
and
I
stuff.
know, it's got all festive.
I only just noticed that.
Snow, yeah. Has anybody else got snow yet? We've had a little bit.
No, don't have snow around here. No, none of that.
Nah.
So what are people going to have to put? Some sort of plane-related comment or?
Yeah, I think an
it's not Christmas yet, so-
aeroplane-related comment. 'Cause we've done the nationalities, haven't we? So an aeroplane-related comment, be it make it as funny as you can, and we can read it out if it's family-friendly. We hope it's family-friendly.
Yep.
And next week, we'll see if you can win the Fox Wolf.
Yeah.
Right, what's happening in the chat while I was there?
I'm being told off.
Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't know why.
I said hello to Ray in Malta because I didn't want to interrupt you whilst you.
Oh, right. Oh, because you typed it in. I'll get you now.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, Fox keep an eye on that tonight, you see.
Yeah, but he told me off straight away.
Got lots of frost here, says Zedster.
Yeah, we've had a bit of frost as well, and it's been horrendously windy over the weekend. In fact, the roof blew off the museum. So,
Fox says, I am not a prize. No, you're a princess.
Yeah.
yeah, we can arrange Fox to come around and build that Revel kit for you.
Yeah.
So when he's not here next week, he'll be round your house building your prize.
I still reckon we should make him build that rifle tank that he's trying to convince Tony to do.
Yeah, he chose it, so he really should.
He
Yeah.
chose
Shoot,
it.
yeah. No returns.
Yeah, you've got to come out of your comfort zone sometime, young man.
Yeah. We'll allow you to warhammer it, but you've got to build it.
Yeah.
Shall we call it a night then? Is that it?
Yeah, I think we've about
There we go.
exhausted.
Ted's got to do the whole closing down thing because I've done all the opening thing. So yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Jackerman again, Chris, is asking what's the comment. I think
What's the comment? Something plane related.
Yeah.
Either a plain fact or a plain noise. Make plain noises in the comments or something.
Yeah.
And we'll get Foxx to read them out next week.
Make plain gun noises or whatever.
Yeah, you know the sort of noises when you built your model and you just take it off the bench for the first time, and you've got to point it towards you, haven't you? So it's you head on, then backwards, and then round, and then give it a.
I am so glad I'm not the only bloke that does that. You've made me so happy saying that, Ted.
Yeah, you've got to look at it from every angle as though you're the Spitfire pilot and you're seeing it head on, or you're seeing it from above.
Do you duck when it's shooting at you?
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. So make some plane noises in chat, or give us an airplane fact, or make.
If you're doing a plain fact, it doesn't even have to be true, but it does have to be clean. So in about 10 minutes when this has gone to a normal video, you'll be able to find the comments on the bottom of it.
Anyway, I think we've exhausted about everything for tonight. It's been a bit of a mishmash of things because me coming in late and Foxx not being here, and he's probably sat on the sofa with the plumber at the moment watching it, isn't he?
I reckon he's got us on the big telly. He's got a pint in his hand and a mince pie, and got the Christmas tree lights going.
He's probably even down the pub. Yeah, they're all watching us in the pub.
Yeah.
So while Foxx goes to the bar, we'll get off and I'll go to bed because I'm shattered, and be up early in the morning and do it next week again. We'll do this next week. Anyway, thanks for watching us here on eModels, emodels.co.uk on the Monday night live stream. Yeah, and next week we'll hopefully all be back together. Excuse me, and on time, and with the proper mugs and everything else.
Isn't next week time for me and Colin to take the first half of the show off?
Yeah, you can come in after. Excuse me, I'm going to call it a night because I'm going to die now. Right, I'll leave you all to it. Good night, everybody. I'll see you all next week. Bye.
Good night, all. Bye bye.
It's fun for a night.